YouTube friends. Welcome to my channel, Living Life with Mama. If you're new around here, welcome to my channel. I'm Mama with Living Life with Mama. If you're not new around here, welcome back. I am so glad to see you again. And I'm glad that you have come back for another menu planning video. So today's video, we are going to meal plan for the upcoming week, make a food list, go grocery shopping, and see if I've stayed under budget, at budget, or over budget. Now, if you have been around for a while, you know that I am a substitute teacher. If you're new, hello, I'm a substitute teacher. I am a single mom working full-time as a substitute teacher, full-time mom, and full-time college student, going back to become a teacher. So that also means that I've had summer off. We just went back to school on Wednesday, so I've worked 3 days, and then I worked about an hour and a half the Monday before as a back to school recruiting night. So we are back in the swing of school routine and all of that. Next week will be our very first full week, and I am so excited. I have picked up a long-term sub job for high special needs. I am very excited about it. I have worked with these kids before. I have great student teacher friendship with these kids, and they are just the best thing in the world to work with. It is a hard job, it is a tiring job, but I come home every single day loving my job. I have not once come home from my job hating it, even though it's very tiring. So with that to be said, some things have kind of going to be a little different on my end. You guys probably won't notice it as much, but I'm kind of going to let you know so that you kind of are aware of like, well, wait a minute, why is she doing it that way? So normally every week I have a budget of $120. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I upped my budget of $200 because I needed to buy a lot of things in bulk. I had the money, I knew I was going back to work, all of that kind of stuff. So then last week, I only had $60 because it was what was kind of left over from upping my budget a little bit from the week before. Now, while I'm recording this, this is a Sunday. I'm a little bit behind on my recordings for this because I have been crazy busy getting stuff done around the house, but also studying. Normally I recorded on Friday, go grocery shopping on Saturday, and then it's out on Monday. It will still, obviously, it will still be out on Monday, but I'm doing this all on Sunday. So with that being said, I did not get paid this Friday because I didn't work anything the week before. I'm a week behind. And I spent my last $60 last week. Well, I had $100 for gas. So 50 of it's going to go to gas and 50 of it's going to go to food because when I get paid, because $50 will typically last me 2 weeks for gas. So in 2 weeks, I will finally get a full paycheck and I will be able to fill my gas tank up again. So I'm going to fill up my tank with the $50, take the other $50 and buy food for this week. Now I'm going to try to stay within that budget. But last week, I completely forgot to buy chicken. Completely. And so in my video, I believe I said like I'm always worried that I'm going to run out of chicken. Well, we were close. We have one piece of chicken left to make with dinner tonight, and that's it. And normally we use 2, but it's okay. We will make do. So a lot of this stuff is going to be very easy, very minimal recipes, stuff that we already have, or just needs the meat, but we have everything else, stuff like that. So today is August 25th, so that means we will be meal planning from August 26th to September 1st. I can't believe September is already here. It just doesn't feel like it, but it is. So Tuesday we always do tacos. I do know that we have plenty of lettuce. We have tomatoes coming in. I believe we still have onions. We've got plenty of salsa. We devoured those corn chips. In between having that, having a couple of soups last week, and my daughter having avocado, or not avocado, guacamole, we devoured that entire bag of corn chips. So we will need more corn chips. I'm going to go ahead, it's kind of out of the ordinary, but I'm going to go ahead and put corn chips on here since I'm already thinking about it. I think what we're going to do, I'm going to do meatloaf with mashed potatoes on this day. It takes a while to make meatloaf, but it's a very easy recipe. We were going to do chili dogs again Wednesday, but my daughter ate the rest of the hot dogs. And also, now that I think about it, I really do not feel like having chili dogs again. I'm going to look at my recipes real quick. Sorry, when I got up to go look at the recipes, I kicked my camera stand and it just messed everything up. We're going to do jambalaya. We do not do jambalaya as much as we'd hope, but I know it's a family favorite. Going to do this corn carbonara. I turned it into chicken corn carbonara. On Thursday, I'm going to do chicken and snap pea stir fry. Okay. I'm going to kind of move some things around. So we have a good amount of cucumbers coming in, and I think the best way to use it up would be some cucumber quinoa salad, which we have. I am going to move jambalaya down here. I'm going to cross that out, and I'm going to do chicken, because the cucumber needs to be eaten up. So having it for Monday, because I can't do it on Wednesday because that's when my daughter goes to you, so it needs to be kind of easy, which this is easy, but it's just a lot of components that you have to cook and all of that. Okay, so cucumber quinoa salad, we're actually going to add chicken to it, and then tacos, and then just plain chicken, mashed potatoes, corn, that kind of thing. Chicken and snap pea stir fry, meatloaf, chicken corn carbonara, and then jambalaya. Okay, so that is what we're going to have for the week for the menu. So we obviously need chicken, and we need ground turkey. I know for sure that we have spaghetti. We have tons of corn. We do need bacon. I cooked up all the bacon that we had for our breakfast sandwiches. Oh, by the way, cooking large amounts of breakfast items on a grill stove, on a grill top, perfect. Like, you get so much of it done. I think I was able to cook the entire box of sausages. I cooked 24 eggs, a whole package of bacon, all of that in maybe an hour. If I had done that in the kitchen, one, it would have overheated my kitchen. It probably would have made it smoky in the house. And it probably would have been like an all-day thing. It definitely would not have taken me an hour. It would have at least taken me maybe 3 hours because I don't have enough pans to hold it all. So I would have had even more pans. I would have had tons of dishes. I would have had grease everywhere, everything. So if you have any kind of grill, or if you're thinking about getting a grill, get the cast iron top, like those new type grill. It's not the like the old time like grill with the metal, I can't even think about what it's called, but the one that I have, it's like a cast iron top. It doesn't have holes in it. It's kind of like what they use when they make food in front of you, stuff like that. I have that as my grill. I got it from Sam's Club, and I don't use it a whole lot because I don't like the heat from it. And the only time I would be out there to cook is during the summer and maybe fall, and of course spring and everything. But it's usually my daughter and I. If I had a lot of people coming over and eating for meals, I could definitely see me using it a way more. Because it's just my daughter and I, using a huge grill just for like 2 sandwiches or 2 burgers or whatever doesn't seem efficient enough. But if I'm bulk cooking, like I was doing the breakfast sandwiches, or I had tons of people over and we were eating hamburgers and hot dogs and everything, I could see us using it. Great, so let's get on here. I think we need more garlic. So I think what I'm going to end up doing, going to Sam's Club, you're not going to get far with $50. You're just not. I also need Sprite. I am completely out of Sprite. I drank my last can last night, and I need to do more studying, and I need that Sprite. I want to use my cards as little as possible, but I want to be transparent with you guys. Before you get to the end of the video, there is a possibility that I may end up using my cards because I only have $50. I believe we need coconut cream. I know we do not need coconut milk because I bought 6 cans of that at Dollar Tree. But I believe we used both cans of coconut cream. If not, we have at least one more. I don't think we need anything else in there. Okay. I may need a regular white onion. I know we have tons of red onion, but I'm not for sure if we have any more yellow onion. I just put all of my green peppers in the freezer for salsa, but I'm going to check the garden before I go to the grocery store and get a green pepper. I may not need a green pepper. If I have like kind of like one this big, because we're not going to eat it until Sunday, I believe. Yeah, Sunday. That if I have one that's growing, there's a possibility that we may have one by Sunday, by next Sunday, a week from today. So I'm definitely going to look to see if I even have any green peppers growing. And if I have a few that you can see that they are growing, then I probably won't get a green pepper. Okay, let's see here. And then, instead of getting a can of crushed tomatoes like I have been, we've just been doing tomatoes. So that's how we've been using a lot of the cherry tomatoes that we can't keep up with. You're cooking them anyway, so they don't really need to look pretty. Like, obviously they need to look good. They need to be good. But if they're the skins are starting to like wrinkle a little bit and my daughter won't eat them, we'll use those instead of getting a can of crushed tomatoes. So for tacos, I believe we've got plenty of lettuce. I don't think we used lettuce for anything else. We have salsa. I actually found out that we had 2 cans of open salsa in the refrigerator, and then I just bought one. So we're good on salsa. I do have regular onions on here, so we may need some, we may not. If we have at least 2 onions, I think we're going to be fine. I believe we're good on cheese, but I could be wrong on that. I'm going to look through the freezer and the refrigerators and downstairs in the pantry and all that, and probably add more to this list. I'm going to check the cheese to make sure that we at least have cheese to get us through the week. So it's corn chips, which we have on the menu or on the list. Ground turkey, we only need 2 of that. I try to keep like ground turkey / ground beef to a minimum. Ground turkey is still cheaper than ground beef. Ground beef is still almost $5 per pound, like in those frozen logs. The ground turkey is still under $3. So as long as the ground beef is that high, we're using ground turkey. And then we also don't do a whole lot. And the chicken's starting to get kind of expensive too. For one whole bag, I think it's like $9 or $10, which is pretty expensive. I buy the pre-freezer stuff because it's actually cheaper to buy the bag of individually frozen chicken than buying a whole bunch of packets of chicken that has like 2 pieces in it. Because if I were to buy the big family packs of the fresh chicken, then that would make me have to spend more time separating them and wrapping it and just wasting more product. So right now, getting the bags of chicken that is already frozen and I can just pull 1 or 2 pieces at a time is actually more efficient for us and ends up being cheaper for us. 1, money-wise. 2, wastefulness. Okay, so I think we're good for tacos. Chicken, we do chicken, mashed potatoes, and corn. We've got plenty of mashed potato flakes. We do the instant mashed potatoes. We used to eat tons of mashed potatoes, and I think my daughter and I have kind of gotten like we want other things than just mashed potatoes. I'm going to add more to this, like snacks. When I go to Sam's Club, probably buy a lot of like ready-made or like easy stuff to take with me to lunches, because I'm starting to notice as my daughter gets older, there's not always a whole lot left for me to take to lunch. When I go to eat my lunch, I'm still hungry afterwards. And so I think I'm going to go to Sam's Club, and this is kind of where that card is going to come into play. I don't want to go crazy, but it's just to kind of like get me through the day, because I'm using a lot of energy with the students that I have. I'm finding myself hungry a lot throughout the day, stuff like that. And just like a bowl of soup is it's not working for me. So getting like maybe some granola bars for myself or bags of chips to take with me or whatever the case may be. So you'll probably find a lot of prepackaged items, and they are for me. The reason why I'm doing that, if you're new around here, you probably don't know. If you are not new around here, then you probably do know. My daughter is provided breakfast and lunch at school. So that's why I don't have to worry about it. But I am not provided breakfast and lunch at my job. What I used to do is that we would try to make sure that there was enough food for 3 meals. And my daughter and I would have dinner, and then I would take the leftovers to school the next day for lunch. Yes, that would work, but if I don't have anything else to take with it, like fruit or a vegetable or like chips or whatever, then I'm just eating a small portion of whatever I had, and it's not keeping me full throughout the day, or it's not enough that I'm still hungry when my lunch is over. So you'll kind of see what I've got in the next clip. So here's what I bought. Hey guys, so this is part of my video where I show you my haul. I went to 2 stores. This is my Aldi haul, and then I have a Sam's Club haul. Let's just go ahead and dive in. I have more corn chips, and then my daughter needed more chips, and then I needed some chips. So corn chips, regular potato chips, and then barbecue. Back here, I got myself some bananas for my lunches. We got 2 bags of chicken. I got more orange juice for myself. My daughter still has her entire thing of orange juice. She likes high pulp. I like no pulp. So we get 2 different types of orange juices. Yes, I know it's crazy, but it is what it is. 2 things of strawberries because they were on sale, and we love strawberries around here. Snap peas for a recipe that we are doing. Apples for me to take with me to lunch. 2 things of ground turkey, 1 for tacos, the other one for another recipe that I have for this week. We got sausage for jambalaya, bacon for the chicken carbonara, 2 things of broccoli because if we don't have corn or green beans with our dinner, we eat broccoli. Grapes, these are delicious, very crispy. I needed more plastic wrap. I went ahead and got 2, 1 for in the kitchen and 1 for a backup. And we needed even more parchment paper. I bought parchment paper last week, and there's actually not a whole lot in the container. So I went ahead and got more. This is also cheaper at Aldi than it is at
Target, obviously. And then Sam's does not carry parchment paper. And then the plastic wrap, the only plastic wrap that they carry is the massive, huge rolls for restaurants. You'll see in the next clip, they have foil that is like this, that is like a 2-pack of like different kinds of foil, but they don't have the plastic wrap as a 2-pack. And I wish they would do that instead of the big, huge roll. That was too much. I wouldn't even be able to store that. Okay, so it's not a whole lot that I got at Aldi this week. So let me get this put away and then show you Sam's haul. All right. I don't know why, but like my video just stopped recording. So let's kind of get this through this so it doesn't cut off again. So in the back, I have 4 big bulk boxes of gallon size freezers for like meal prep, like tomato storage whenever I'm freezing the tomatoes, stuff like that. Quart size freezers, because freezer bags, because sometimes these work better for 2-person meals than those. We needed more salt. This is a snack to have in my lunchbox. These are really, really good. I like the vanillas and the chocolates. We go through tons of garlic, so we needed more. These coconut crispy rollers, we got some for our vacation and just loved them. My daughter can have these. These are more for snacks here at the house. Baking soda, I use like big bags of these to turn into washing soda. So that's why I got another one. Back here, this is for my daughter and I. This is more for like Saturday mornings when we don't want to fix anything, or Sunday mornings when we're trying to get out the door for church, stuff like that. This isn't really for throughout the week. It's more convenient food on Saturday and Sunday when we're in a rush to get out the door for church, or we're just kind of being lazy. On down here, these are the Ritz crackers. This is one of the things that I'm thinking for the future. We eat a lot of soups and chilies, and I love eating Ritz crackers with chili. So I went ahead and grabbed this because that would be one last time that I would have to go to Sam's Club. Because Sam's Club is a big place for me to spend a lot of money, especially if I have it. So that's kind of for the future. We needed more trash bags. We are almost out of trash bags here in the kitchen. We have 1 box in the, as a backup. And so I know that that's about to switch. So I just went ahead and got 1, again, thinking about the future. Also, I always like to try to have a backup replace my backup, if that makes sense. More Sprite. If you know me, you know that I like my Sprite. This is another lunch item. It's just chips and cheese dip and salsa. There's enough to have only one of them per bag. I thought I could have chips or cheese and salsa per bag, but that's not the way it is, but it's fine. It is just a little treat for me to have in my lunch, something else to kind of fill me up, or if I need a snack, it's an easy snack option. This is the foil that I was talking about. It's a 2 pack of foil. They had several different kinds, and this is the one that I went with. I wish they would have plastic and parchment like this at Sam's Club, and that was not an option. And then my daughter's guacamole, she loves having this guacamole. She went through it so fast on the other one. But the good thing is this can go in the freezer. So if she kind of slows down on the guacamole or doesn't want it as much, it won't go to waste. It can just sit in the freezer and be good. Okay, so down here on my floor, yes, this is Halloween candy. Again, for the future, just already thinking about it. We didn't really need Kleenexes, but we were kind of low. I try to always keep a stock of Kleenexes. We tend to have a lot of runny noses during the winter season in our house. Not really sick, but more of like runny noses. Also, my daughter tends to use Kleenexes a lot for when she's doing facial stuff and all of that kind of stuff. And then also because I work with special needs, we don't usually have like a supply list being sent to our students, I guess. Like, we don't get Kleenexes in our special needs classes. We have to ask for them or provide them. So I kind of want to be prepared if like we need Kleenex or whatever, like I can bring a box from home, and because I already have one. Underneath this is a thing of toilet paper. I always like to have that pretty stocked up. And then I found this. This is an impulse buy, but I thought it would be something cute to be able to wear in my classroom in the holiday season, like for Halloween and stuff, that I can wear for Halloween. It's got little pumpkins on it. And then it also has the inside like that. So I think it can be reversible and actually look nice. It does have like a tag and this kind of stitching, but my daughter's like, well, Mom, that you can just cut the tag off, but I really don't like cutting tags off, but it is what it is. And then also there are some shirts that have that, so maybe it would look normal. So I went ahead and got this. This was an impulse. I love sweaters, especially soft ones. And then I can also wear this to school because it's a nice sweater. It's not a hoodie. I could wear black slacks with it, or I can wear a pair of jeans with it. We can wear it on the day that we have a Halloween party, whatever the case may be. So I don't know if I can get the whole thing in here, but this is my Sam's Club haul. So in the next clip, you will see if I was at, above, or under budget. And yeah, I'll kind of go over that. See you in the next clip.
Hey YouTube friends. So this is part of the video that I tell you if I was under budget, at budget, or above budget. Now, the first thing that we did, because it was extremely hot when I went grocery shopping. It was the hottest day of the year. My car said it was like 105. So what I did first is I went to Sam's Club because I knew that I wasn't going to need any cold stuff. I ended up getting one cold item, and it was kind of like, oh yeah, she's going to want that. And it was the guacamole. And so I did buy a lot of convenience items to put into my lunchbox with my food for the leftovers. So Sam's Club, I did end up using my card. You're probably going to get maybe 2, possibly 3 items, depending on what you're getting at Sam's Club for under $50. I am trying to pay these off, but I am in this like kind of limbo area where I'm trying to survive. My plan is to pay off debt, but I have a little bit of wiggle room on my cards to where it's going to help me kind of get to that next spot where I'm getting income coming in. So that is why I went ahead and did this. I didn't really want to, but it's also going to save me in the long run. So if I am driving home from work and I'm hungry, I'm more tempted to stop somewhere to get something to eat because I don't want to wait. I'm tired. I don't want to make something when I get home, or I know that I really don't have anything to snack on when I get home and I would have to wait until dinner and I'm hungry. So even though I did this, in the long run it will save me, but then also to stock up on things that I'm getting behind on, like trash cans, parchment, foil, plastic wrap, freezer bags, stuff like that. I will be having a lot of like preserving days coming to me because of my garden. And so I'm going to need bags to put tomatoes in and everything, and we were getting kind of low on that. And I'm very good at going to Sam's Club and just getting Sprite and leaving. But if I'm like, oh, I need Sprite and I need this and I need that, it makes me wander the store a little bit more. And I'm like, ooh, that looks good. Ooh, that looks good. Oh, that clothes, that shirt looks cute. You know, stuff like that, which is kind of what happened to me yesterday. When I went in for Sprite, I knew that I needed like foil and parchment paper and plastic wrap, and then I started seeing other things in trash bags, you know, stuff like that. And because I started wandering the store, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna need Ritz crackers. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need this. Oh yeah, my daughter probably wants more guacamole, that kind of stuff. And you know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that for the majority of the time when I go grocery shopping, I am buying stuff that we are eating for that week, or something like rice that we do use on a daily, weekly basis, that I'm not just buying just junk just because. I don't normally do that. And we use what's in our pantry, in our freezer. instead of just going and getting more stuff. I'm very aware of what is in my pantry, my freezer, and my refrigerator. So yeah, that's just how I work. I don't like to waste food, all of that. So anyways, at Sam's Club, I did end up spending $299.21. I did put that on my Sam's Club cart. So if I hadn't gone to Sam's Club, didn't do any of that, the only store I would have gone is Aldi. I didn't need any pasta or anything like that at Target, so I only went to Aldi, and I would have gone over budget. Now, some of this change is from the gas station, and actually all of it's from the gas station. I got $5 and then this change from the gas station because I ended up having to use my card because I did go over budget. I had $55 in cash, and the total was actually $67.55. So I did not get any cash from Sam's because I used my card, and I did not get any cash or change back from Sam's because I used my card, and I did not get any cash or change back from Aldi because I did go over. So this is the extra change that I got from the gas station. So that is awesome. I had $50, and the first round I got $10 and some change back. I bought a soda and a slice of pizza, and I paid with the $10 bill and got a $5 and some change back. Alright, so one of the challenges that I am doing is that anytime I pay with cash and I get change back, I am putting it towards this pennies challenge. So the last time that I put change in my penny challenge, which is in this bucket right here that I do it in, I was able to put 85 cents out of the 98 cents. Right, so to finish this box, I need 13 cents to go in here. Now, I could do 13, right? Yeah. So 10, 11, 12, 13. That actually worked out beautiful. And then what I have left over is $75.80. So 80 cents is going to go in here. Now I'm going to get out my bucket. This is getting really heavy. By the time I finish this penny challenge, I would like for it to be all rolled already, so I don't have to do it later. I wonder, instead of doing it all together, because this is starting to get really heavy and kind of full, once I finish this page, I'll take all the change to the bank and change it or exchange it for cash. And my goal is that I would literally just only fill this from change that I get back when I pay cash. And so I'm trying to really encourage myself to only pay with cash, not my card, so that I can do this penny challenge. And that helps me to stick with just cash. Obviously, you just saw that I use a Sam's Club card instead of cash, so like obviously that rule is a little bit lenient. It's not firm in stone, but it does help me to try to pay with cash instead of just cards, because I could have easily just gone to Target and gotten all of that stuff and used my Target card instead, and I probably would have actually spent 3 times more. The stuff that I got at Aldi, not at Sam's Club. Like, instead of going to Aldi and getting all that stuff, I could have easily gone to Target, spent even more money on household stuff like that, and spent even more money on my card instead of just using cash. So that's another way that it encourages me that if I have that cash and I don't use anything outside of that, or I go over budget and I've had to swipe my card and I don't want to swipe my card, that helps me to stay out of the stores. Yes, I purposely went to Sam's Club to use my card, but again, it's kind of off balancing to help me stay out of Starbucks, Dunkin', the gas station, all of that, and not spending money at the cafeterias at schools or the vending machines or whatever, and then in the long run end up spending even more money than what I would have at Sam's Club, if that makes sense. So anyways, so that's kind of how I think it through and how I'm trying to encourage myself to be able to do things like this. So I really do hope that you've enjoyed this video. And if you've made it this far, thank you so much for making it this far and listening and watching my video. I really do appreciate that. If you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're not already, please subscribe down below. It is completely free for you to be able to subscribe to my channel, and it helps my channel to be able to grow so that I can make more videos for you guys. I do appreciate all of your guys' comments, love, and support, and you guys have a great rest of the week. Bye!